Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great morning. It's quiet. No one's really making a lot of noise right now. A great time to meditate and thank the Lord for waking up this morning, giving you every activity of your limbs. I'm super excited because I wanted this to, as I was just doing that, I know I wanted this to give you guys some advice that to those who are new to growing figs. And I'm going to show you our other fig trees too as we continue to conversate here. But I know flavor is key to any type of fruit or anything you're growing. But if you need a backup fig tree because of the birds and squirrels eating on the figs that you love, this is a fig tree that you should have in your possession. Or yes, I'm gonna say that because there are other fig varieties that has the same exact color. I call this a camouflaging fig to the birds and squirrels and other creatures of the land. And the reason why I say that is because the birds don't know when this is ready to be picked or harvested. And this variety of fig is considered to be white. To all the fig growers who grow figs, they consider this to be a white fig. And I think it's because of the outer skin. All right, as you see here, it looks green to me, but that's what they call it. So, because they call it that, I'm going to stick with that and just keep it moving. Now, that's the reason why I say you should have something like this in your garden, especially as a backup. Still keep all your favorite figs and all your other favorite fruits, but when it comes to to, to a big loss in the fruit that you aren't able to pick, this one is a great one to have. I believe this is this well because we have a third fig tree now. This was the last fig to actually be picked from, harvested, and so now I believe that the brown turkey that we do have will be probably the last one. However, another thing I do want to mention to you is how do you know when to actually uh, harvest your figs? Now, usually it's by the color, but I also want to show you that the easiest way to know is when the fig, you can see how it's firm and whatnot. Well, all you got to do is just touch, okay? And if it's a nice squishy um, touch feel and whatnot, that's when it's ready. But another way you can identify is that the fig itself will be droopy. That's when you want to go ahead and pick. Now, another thing is when the eye is open. Usually there are some figs that the eye open and then set the sugars and whatnot leaks out. That's an indication. But not all figs have open eyes, okay? Which I just showed you. That not all figs have that. So you have to actually know when it's ready to be picked. Now, another thing I do want to mention to you all before we go is this is that another thing you want to do when growing figs, especially in the early spring when you want that main crop of that more fruit to be bare on your trees. Now this year, I'm gonna say this to I'm gonna say this to you all is that this year is the first year I ever seen this tree actually in the early season stages of it give off a lot of fruit. Okay, so I am super excited about that. But a way to get more fruit on your figs if you're growing figs, if you see this little cone here, now it's going to open up, right? This is a leaf, okay? We call it pinching. It's going to develop a leaf like almost in the shape of this, but it's going to look different, okay? What you want to do is pinch that off, okay? And I'm not going to like really pinch it right now, but because it might give out some white sap. But and it's latex, and you want to be very careful about that because you might be allergic to it. But that's what it's going to do. And what's going to happen over time is it's going to develop fruit on clusters. Okay, like see right here, it's going to develop fruit clusters and whatnot. And matter of fact, you could even pinch. Let's see, we have one here. You see this? You can even like take that off. This is a cone, so when that develops, I can move that, you know. And the more you do that, the more fruit you will bear. Okay, and it will maybe your bumper crop or your main crop. I'm not sure, but that's something you want to do if you gain more fruit. Another thing is that we have not um, pruned our figs since 2019. This one was the first fig tree we had, and the Desert King was the second one, I believe. Or we may have got both of them at the same time. I don't remember, but um, my wife loved figs, and that's why I purchased the fig trees was because of my wife. And I was, at the time, um, I wasn't a big fan of figs until I got to understand their cult of the species of figs. I always used to work with figs, being a garde manger chef at the time, and I will explain that at another time to you all, maybe, if not. But one thing I do want to say is that there are different flavors when it comes to figs, and for the fig growers, they have like a little list that they use, and they have a flavor called raspberry, strawberry, and honey, and then they categorize it by honey, strawberry, raspberry, honey, because sometimes it has both um, flavors. And then you also got like brown sugar, but they still call honey. But so this variety here is considered like a raspberry taste. The Desert King to me tastes mostly like a strawberry in flavor, and then the brown turkey is like brown sugar, okay, in a sense. This year is gonna be the first year, hopefully, by the grace of God, that we get to eat from that brown turkey. But let me show you the size again. For this tree, this is the normal size, all right? But let me take y'all to the Desert King. Now, before I do that, I told y'all we haven't pruned this tree, but what we have done is notch. And one of the places we had notched this tree is right in the middle. You see that? And do you see this line here? That line right here? That's where we had notched. Okay, and this is just what happened recently. We notched like a year ago. I mean, not even a year ago, a couple of months ago, but it's just now coming up. And then if you want to interested in like we seeing close up, I gotta make sure I'm like showing you. Right here is where you want to notch. You want to make like a little cut right there, and what's gonna happen is the branch is gonna start to develop and come up and out, and it's gonna leaf out new growth for you. Okay, but let me take you to the other fig tree, which is the Desert King, because I want to show you something. This is new to me. I never seen it get so much, but look at this. It's wrapped up in the more blood orange tree here. See this? And this one here, it's in the branch of our more blood orange. I gotta move this later, but you can see that. We lost a fruit. Okay, that's all right. But this is one to show you. See how huge the fruit is? That is humongous. Usually it's the size of our cadota that you just saw. But this year is giving us some large fruit. Super excited. So I just want to show you all that. And I'm kind of upset now because we just lost a fruit from the more blood orange. As you see this, and that's okay. But I just want to show you, grow you some figs, guys. If you're a fig lover, grow some figs. And as we go, take a look at the brown turkey starting to develop its own figs as well. So I'm NJCaliGardener. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, peace.